There's so much to hate about The Flash that I almost don't know where to start. It rode that line between movies that are trying to be serious and present a serious superhero movie and just slapstick comedy where it was just kind of making fun of everything. And it didn't do it very well because you were just sitting there like unable to figure out the tone the entire time. But that's not really even the worst of all of it. I mean, there was, of course, the diverse replacement cast, which is of the standard sort of variety at this point, where Iris West, his love interest, is of course replaced with a black lady. His mother is oddly Latina, and I don't know why. It just doesn't make sense. Ezra Miller doesn't look remotely Latino, but whatever. And down the line, of course, we had the Supergirl, who's kind of like a lesbian Latina girl also. Very odd choices all the way around with the diversity casting. You just don't, even notice it these days because you've been conditioned so much. It's obnoxious, but actually the worst part of the movie of all was Ezra Miller himself. He sit there with a lisp the entire time, and as a leading superheroic action man, he looked anything but. The guy goes by they, them, and that came across in this film. It really looked like Barry Allen was a loser, a twerp, and dealing with weird identity problems throughout the entire movie. It was really sad to watch. Now, on top of that, like the visuals looked terrible. The the whole thing was a mess of a plot, and I'm going to get into that because that's actually the worst part of all of this. And so let's get into that in just a second. So here it is. Here's the visuals of the Flash. Ezra Miller does these weird like running poses where he's looking like he's going in slow-mo half the time, and it looks terrible. The visuals with it look like they're cheaply done. Really, some of the worst parts were those cameos that they were talking about with like Christopher Reeve and all these other Supermen that they tried to impose into the deal. But the main weirdest part about all this is it really didn't feel like a Flash movie at the end of the day. The people who were doing the most with it were Supergirl and Batman. The Flash kind of just like sat around, didn't know what to do, and at the end of it, the whole deal was, oh, you really shouldn't even try. Some things you just can't fix. It's a superhero. It's literally their job to fix the unfixable. It's literally their job to be heroic beyond anybody else and come up with a solution against all odds. That doesn't work in a film like this, and that's why The Flash failed. All right, leave a comment down below at what you think about this. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.